Hello, and welcome to London Streets and Sights. I'm Leo, and in this video, you'll be joining me on a self-guided walking tour through one of London's most refined and luxurious districts, Mayfair. Before we start the walk, let me give you a quick overview of the sites we'll be covering, so you can follow along on the map. I've added map coordinates for every site, so that you can use Waze or Google Maps to navigate to each location. We begin at Green Park Station, then make our way to the iconic Ritz London. From there, we stroll along Piccadilly to visit the elegant Burlington Arcade. Next, we turn up Savile Row, home of bespoke tailoring, before heading to the quiet charm of Hanover Square. After that, we continue to New Bond Street, London's luxury shopping avenue, and then on to the Grosvenor Square with its American connections. Finally, we finish on the stylish Mount Street, right by the famous Scots restaurant. The entire walk is about 1.5 miles, or 2.4 kilometers, and will take around 30 minutes at a leisurely pace. Alright, let's begin. This walk will take around 30 minutes, covering approximately 1.5 miles or 2.4 kilometers. We'll pass elegant Georgian squares, historic arcades, famous hotels, and beautiful gardens, all wrapped in the understated charm that defines Mayfair. So lace up your walking shoes, and let's get started. Our walk begins at Green Park Underground Station, served by the Jubilee, Victoria, and Piccadilly lines. If you're arriving by tube, just exit via the Green Park, Buckingham Palace exit. From here, walk into Green Park itself and head northwest across the tree-lined paths toward Piccadilly. We're just moments away from our first stop. First up is the Ritz London, an icon of Edwardian grandeur since 1906. Known for its opulent afternoon tea and gold-gilded interiors, it's a symbol of timeless luxury. Even if you're just admiring from the outside, it is worth pausing here and imagining the countless dignitaries and film stars who pass through its revolving doors. A few steps along Piccadilly, we arrive at the Burlington Arcade. Opened in 1819, this elegant covered passageway was designed for upscale shopping, and it remains a serene escape from the busy street. Windows shop for high-end watches, gloves, and bespoke perfumes, all under the watchful eye of its historic beadles in traditional uniforms. From here, we turn north up Savile Row, the legendary street known worldwide as the home of bespoke tailoring. Generations of royals, celebrities, and heads of state have had their suits made here. Even if you're not in the market for custom fashion, it's fascinating to peek into the refined world of British tailoring. Continue north and you'll soon reach Hanover Square, one of the first Georgian squares laid out in London in the early 18th century. Today, it offers a peaceful green retreat amid the hustle of Oxford Street just a stone's throw away. In spring and summer, this is a lovely spot to pause and soak in Mayfair's timeless ambience. From Hanover Square, stroll west, along Brook Street, until you reach New Bond Street, the heart of London's luxury retail scene. It's not just a shopper's paradise. The street is lined with art galleries and historic buildings too. Make a detour walking south along New Bond Street to visit the statue of Churchill and Roosevelt on a bench in deep conversation. It's a perfect photo stop. Return to Brook Street and make your way to Grosvenor Square, once known as Little America, due to the former U.S. Embassy that stood here. This grand leafy square is surrounded by stately buildings, and you'll find a number of American-themed memorials, including one to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's one of Mayfair's largest and most historically significant squares. Our final stretch takes us down Mount Street, a gem of refined charm with its boutiques, flower displays, and classic architecture. Along the way, you'll pass Scots Restaurant, one of London's most distinguished seafood establishments, famously frequented by James Bond author Ian Fleming, and that brings us to the end of our Mayfair walk. From here, the nearest underground station is Bond Street, just a short walk north along Davies Street. It's served by the Central, Jubilee, and Elizabeth lines, giving you convenient connections across London. Thanks for joining me on this self-guided walking tour of Mayfair. I hope you enjoyed discovering its quiet, elegance, historic spots, and luxury charm. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to London Streets and Sights for more walking tours across the city. When you're ready, tap the next video in the thumbnail and continue exploring London with us. See you soon.